Is it working now? Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'm sorry about that. We had a hiccup. The reason why I was a little bit late getting this started was my computer did an update. So when it did the update, something must have happened. So thank you, Jeff Bozeman. Is it working now? It's showing on my end that it's working. Okay, I got it figured out. Like I said, and thank you, Jeff, so much for your help. Jeff's been a long time subscriber, and thanks, Brian, for helping also. I don't know why that happened. Like I said, or was saying, for those of you that couldn't hear me, is my computer updated right as I was getting ready to get the live stream going, which is why it's about 10 or 15 minutes late. And so hopefully the update fixed my computer monitor problems, but it looked like when it did that, it messed with my audio. So I had to troubleshoot real quick. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, welcome. And make sure to Hulk smash that subscribe button so that you can be sure to upgrade your Heroclix IQ and out with the competition and just stay up to date on Heroclix news. And if you are a returning person, welcome back. I'm very happy with you guys. We're very close to 1,050 subscribers. We're at 1,049. And, you know, when I first started this channel, I would have never thought I was going to get to 100 people, let alone 1,000. So I am really thankful for you guys for that. It really means a lot to me. Hopefully soon I'll be having some kind of subscriber free to get in giveaway. I'm not sure what it is yet. I want to make sure to get something nailed down that's going to be, that people are going to like to have, not just a meh sort of thing. But anyway, we had some exciting stuff. We had some X-Men First Class box art preview today, which we're going to be talking about. There were a ton of, well, not a ton, but there were quite a few spoilers in that box art. So I'm going to be excited to talk about that. And also, with Disney acquiring Fox, I really wanted to do what I would hope a Fantastic Four set would look like. So if anybody from WizKids is watching, this is the set that I, as a huge Fantastic Four fan, would want. I think it would sell well. We're going to talk about sub-themes. I have the whole set worked out, and that will be about it. And if there are questions at the end, I'll go ahead and handle them. And let me see here. Who's that? Chris? Oh, let me change what I'm doing here. Chris Kurtz. I played Verse System. I did not. Actually, when I saw Verse System, it was like right at the same time I got into Heroclix, but I have bought some Verse System cards since then, and I really like them. I actually got this thing from my old local comic book shop. Man, I went there since I was maybe 9 or 10 years old, and I was in college, and that was hanging on the wall, and I asked him if I could have it, and he took it down and gave it to me because I'd been going there for so long. It was like a second home, so I was really cool to get that, and Daredevil is one of my favorite characters, so it has Daredevil on it. But thanks for noticing. I'm trying to work on my backdrops and stuff, make it so these videos are a little nicer for you guys to watch, so I'm trying with the graphics and stuff. But thank you for noticing. But anyway, we're going to be talking about the Fantastic Four set that I put together. I think I ended up with like 70 figures. And I don't have anything in a specific rarity or like specific numbers or anything like that. I do have the chases and the primes worked out, but that's it. And if you guys really like this set list and you want to see some figures previewed from it, just go ahead and put in the live chat or in the comments if you're watching this on the replay what figure you want to see previewed, and I'll try for maybe next week doing some dials so that we can look at some of them. But WizKids, if you're watching this video or you see this video, you will not see somebody that will champion a Fantastic Four set more than me, so please send me some if you're going to do that, and I will make sure that I will go door to door and make sure people know about the WizKids Heroclix Fantastic Four set. But, all right, so that's enough of me rambling. Let's go ahead and get into the previews here. The first thing we're going to look at is we're just going to look at the front of the box. Let me get my end so I can see here. It has the X-Men First Class right here on the front. This box art reminds me a lot on the front here, at least, of what was on Mutations and Monsters, which is a really old carded set. It was a good set, and I like the box art, so this is fine by me. Has still we're getting 5 figures. I think it's Avengers Infinity, which I'm not sure when the release date is for that is coming out. But that's going to have like 4 figures plus a Colossal or something. So it's still going to have 5, but the boost price is going to go up. But if you notice here on the side, it has Xavier's School, and we got Professor X, Jean Grey, and I think that's a Cyclops. And then on the bottom, it has X Factor with Iceman, and I'm not sure who that is behind him. It looks like it's trying to be Angel, but I'm not sure. It looks like somebody's swinging up. If somebody knows who that is, let me know. And then we got Beast. So, looks pretty cool on that front. I like that WizKids switched to just having one box art for everything to make it harder to map. I know a lot of people like that stuff, like doing that, but I don't know. It feels a lot like cheating. I know that in my videos I said stuff about it, but that was just because it seemed like there was a market for it, so I was trying to help people out. So this is the back of the box. We see in the center here that we're getting more ID cards, which I'm super excited about. And we're going to get faculty and student ID cards, and the 2 they have on here are Storm and X-23, which is going to be Wolverine. I like the design. I like the chip. The chip looks so good on the cards that until I got my Colossus one from the WizKids Open, it looked like, I was like, are there real RFID chips on these things? So those look cool. I'm excited to have them. Then if you look on the side, we have, it says Headmasters is going to be a sub-theme, so we got a Magneto, a Wolverine. I'm not sure if that's Emma Frost. I assume we're going to get a Kitty Pryde, probably a Cyclops, and some other stuff. And then you see we're getting on the bottom, we got Age of Apocalypse again, and we got Iceman, Jean Grey, and Cyclops. So I don't know if these are going to be chases to go around with the other ones. I don't know how I feel about the Uncanny X-Men ones rotating out of Modern and then bringing new, different Modern ones in. I don't know. I hope they're not chases. But that Iceman has a chance to be sick. Iceman, if you don't know, in the Ultimate, or not Ultimates universe, in the whatever that is, Age of Apocalypse universe is OP. Look at Rick Remender's Uncanny X-Force run. You'll see how OP he is. He's gross. But anyway, and then we got the X-Men First Class, or X-Men Xavier School Fast Forces here. And normally there's at least one really good figure in Fast Forces, so make sure to pick this up. If you have a chance to do a pre-order, I always suggest All-Star Comics and Games. If you need to order from online, Plo Koon always treats us right. There's a link in the description. I don't make any money off that. Plo Koon's just a really good guy, and I try to help him out where I can. But it looks like we have Iceman, Cyclops, Beast, Jean Grey, and I feel bad. I don't know who these other 2 guys are. Well, a guy and a girl. So if anybody knows who that is, go ahead and put that in the, tell me who it is in the chat. And then also, if you're watching this on the replay, put it in the comments because I have no idea who that might be. And then the last thing we're going to take a look at here is the Dyson Token Pack. This one looks really good. It looks like you get Professor X, Beast, Angel, Iceman, Cyclops, Jean Grey, and then 2 X-Men dice. I thought these dice, when I first glanced at them on my phone, that these were like atom symbols for like Children of the Atom, which would have been really cool. But I still like this this X-Men symbol on there. It's a cool graphic. So that's all the previews for that we have going on. It's not a lot, but it is exciting, and it does let us know some of what this is gonna have. So I'm pretty hyped for it. If I can afford it, I'm gonna try to get a case, and I'd really like to do an unboxing for you guys. The last unboxing I did was Mighty Thor, and that was late because of Hurricane Irma. and had to skip out on Harley Quinn because funds were short. So if you guys want to help out on making sure that I'm able to get stuff for a preview, there's an Amazon affiliate link in the description, and it's for one of the Heroclix premium maps. Just click on that, and then even if you don't buy the map, anything you buy on Amazon, I think it's 24 hours after that, I'll get a commission for that, but it doesn't add any cost to you. It's just to help me out and help the channel, and it doesn't really cost you anything. And yeah, that's it for that one. And so the next thing we're going to go ahead and talk about is my this Fantastic Four set that I was talking about, where what I would do with a set. So you're going to see me glancing down at my phone here, because I'm never going to remember all these. If you look in the description of this video, I did type out all the figures that are in this set, so you can check them out. And if you're looking at it on the replay and you're like, well, what did he say, in case I mispronounced something, you can look there. And so that's it. So let's go ahead and look at this. We got Mr. Fantastic. Obviously, you got to have the Fantastic Four in there if it's a Fantastic Four set. And then I have Mr. Fantastic in his Future Foundation uniform. And I don't necessarily want the Future Foundations to be the primes, but I'd still go like AB. And then I have Invisible Woman, Future Foundation, Human Torch. Obviously, if you read the Hickman run, Human Torch died defending the Fantastic Four, so he does not have a Future Foundation uniform. Then Thing in his Future Foundation, Hulk with a Mr. Fixit Prime figure. Oh, and that's something too. We're going to go ahead and talk about the themes in this so that you know what to expect. Obviously, Fantastic Four. Obviously, Future Foundation. Then we're going to have Frightful Four, Power Pack, Council of Doom, and Inhumans, along with Heralds of Galactus being the sub themes on this set. So Joe Fixit, there for a while the Fantastic Four went away, so there was Joe Fixit, Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Ghost Rider were on there. Then we have She-Hulk. She was a member of both Fantastic Four and Future Foundation. Black Panther is Fantastic Four. Namor is just a long staple of the Fantastic Four. Then I have Spider-Man in his Future Foundation uniform. Ant-Man, but Scott Lang version. Then I have Miss Thing, who is a member of the Future Foundation. She was on there with a later run where it was Ant-Man, Miss Thing, She-Hulk. Trying to think. There were a couple different people on there. Medusa, I think, too. And then Miss Thing's Prime would be She-Thing. Then I have Crystal, Medusa, Namoirita, Storm, young Franlkin Richards, young Valerica Richards, Dr. Doom, Doombots, Kristoff Vernard, Lyja, the Skrull. Skrulls are going to be a sub-theme in this too. Thundra, Uatu the Watcher. I just want can I get a Hulk size Uatu? Why does he have to be colossal? So I want an Uatu the Watcher, Ghost Rider, Danny Ketch version, Wolverine, Hydro Man, Klaw, Sandman, Titania, Trapster, Wizard, Dragon Man. Dragon Man was on the Frightful Four, and he was also in the Future Foundation. So that'd be two keywords he'd have there. Blackbolt, Karnak, Gorgon, Maximus, Alpha Primitives. I'm never going to get a Maximus and an Alpha Primitive as good as those ones from Guardians of the Galactic Guardians, but I'd still like to see them. I'd like an Inhuman generic that's sort of like the Morlocks, where you can, it's a split dial where it's like 2 or 3 clicks or even just 1 click, and you can pay 10 or 15 points and decide which kind of Inhuman you want. I think that'd be really cool. Then I have Molecule Man, Mad Thinker, Annihilus, because if you're doing Fantastic Four, you have to have Annihilus. Mole Man, Moloids, Super Skrull, because when I think Fantastic Four, that's basically the first villain I think of, and then I think of Silver Surfer. Then I have Skrull generics, and then Pybok being the prime of the Skrull generics. Kang the Conqueror, Red Ghost with, and I'd give him like a thing where he can spawn his Super Ape tokens. Diablo, Bentley 23, who is in the Future Foundation. So is Leech, was in the Future Foundation. Alex Powers was in the Future Foundation, but he's also Power Pack, which is how the Power Pack worked their way in here. So I'd also have Julie Powers, Jack Powers, Katie Powers, and Franlkin Richards. Young Franlkin Richards was also in the Power Pack. So they really fell into the theme of this set pretty easily. Then High Evolutionaries on Council of Doom, Nathaniel Richards, and then prime of Nathaniel Richards would be old Franlkin Richards, or older Franlkin Richards, where he is just OP over the top, like Come to Me, My Herald Galactus kind of power level. Then I have, and I'm not sure if I want the Heralds to be the chase set, or if I want the Council of Reeds to be a chase set. So go ahead and post in the comments below which one you would like to see. So I have for the Heralds, I got Frankie Nova, which is Frankie, Silver Surfer, Terrax, Fire Lord, Stardust, Redshift, Airwalker, and Morg. It seems like they've been putting a lot of chase figures in to a set, so that's probably the right amount. And then I would also throw in some Council of Reeds. They didn't really name too many of them. The only one that seems like he's a really big deal and was involved in a bunch of stories is the Ultimates Universe Reed Richards. So he would definitely have to be a part of it. And then you could have, I think there were 3 or 4 Reed Richards that had their Infinity Gauntlet. So one of those. They had one that I really remember where it was Reed Richards, but he had the powers of the Thing. And one that was basically that universe's Nick Fury. So those could be like 4 that you'd use. But I'm not sure if I'd just toss those in the set or have those as chase figures. And then what I would have as the release day figure would be the Invincible Iron... Or it's not Invincible Iron Man. It's Doctor Doom when he's in his Iron Man comic right now, instead of being the girl one. What is it? Does anybody know what the name of the current run is of Iron Man where Doctor Doom is Iron Man? It's so good too. It's hard being on the spot here. But anyway, let's see if we got any comments going on here. Got 2 people watching. And alright guys, so that's pretty much all I have for you today. This has been a pretty short live stream. Not really much going on right now as far as releases or anything like that. It's the holiday break. But let me know if there's a figure or 2 that you really wanted to see that I talked about that I'd like to see in a Fantastic Four set. Post it in the comments if you're watching on the playback, and I'll try to have some dials for next week's live stream. And hopefully if we get more X-Men First Class previews, I'll bring those to you. And that's all I have for you today. As always, please remember that it's only critical miss if you don't have probability control.